I was days away from finalizing an adoption when the birth mother made a confession that made me no longer want the child. My husband and I had been trying to have a baby for 4 years with no success. After our third failed round of IVF, we decided to look into adoption. The agency called us 6 months later and said they had a birth mother who wanted to meet us. Her name was Chloe, and she was 22 years old and 6 months pregnant. We drove to the agency office and sat across from her in a small conference room. She was tiny and soft-spoken with long brown hair. "I want my baby to have a better life than I can give them," she said quietly. "When I saw your profile, I just knew you were the right family." I started crying right there. My husband asked her questions about her health and her pregnancy, and she answered everything honestly. Before we left, she looked at me and said, "I have a really good feeling about this." I told her we did too. 2 weeks later, Chloe texted me asking if I wanted to come to her next ultrasound appointment. I met her at the hospital and we held hands while the technician showed us the baby on the screen. "It's a boy," the technician said. Chloe looked at me with tears in her eyes. "A son. You're going to have a son." After the appointment, we went to lunch and she told me about growing up in a small town a few hours away. "Do you have family nearby?" I asked. She got quiet. "Not really. It's kind of just me now." I didn't push. Over the next month, we started texting every single day. She sent me updates about how she was feeling, and I sent her photos of the nursery we were setting up. One afternoon, she asked if she could come see it in person. She came over that weekend and walked around the room touching everything. "This is perfect," she said. "He's going to be so happy here." My husband came home and the three of us had dinner together. Chloe talked about how she loved painting and wanted to go back to school someday. My husband asked gently about the baby's father. Chloe's whole body tensed. "He's not in the picture," she said. "It's complicated." We didn't bring it up again. By month 7, Chloe was coming over twice a week. She helped me pick out paint colors for the nursery and hung up decorations with me. We went shopping for baby clothes together and she'd hold up tiny outfits and laugh. "I can't believe how small these are." One day while we were folding onesies, she said, "I want to stay in touch after he's born. Like, I want to be part of his life if that's okay." I told her of course that was okay. "You're family now," I said. She started crying and hugged me. By month 8, I loved Chloe like she was my own sister. When she was 9 months pregnant, I threw her a small shower at my house with just a few close friends. She seemed overwhelmed by all the gifts and kept saying she couldn't believe how generous everyone was. After everyone left, she helped me clean up. "Can I tell you something?" she said. "I'm really scared about giving birth." I held her hand. "I'll be there with you the whole time if you want me to be." She nodded. "I really want that." We were just 5 days away from her due date when she texted me. "Can we meet? Just the two of us. There's something I need to tell you before the baby comes." I drove to meet her at a park near my house. She was sitting on a bench looking more nervous than I'd ever seen her. I sat down next to her. "What's wrong? Is the baby okay?" She nodded. "The baby's fine. It's not that." She was wringing her hands. "I need to tell you the truth about his father. You deserve to know before you finalize the adoption." I told her she didn't have to tell me anything if she wasn't ready. She shook her head. "No, I need to say this. The father is my brother, my biological brother." I just stared at her. We grew up together, and when I was 19, we realized we had feelings for each other that weren't normal. We tried to stop, but we couldn't. We've been together for 3 years. She was crying now. "I know it's wrong. I know everyone would think it's disgusting, but he's the only family I have left, and I love him. When I got pregnant, we both knew we couldn't keep the baby because of what people would think and because of the genetics and everything, but I needed you to know the truth before you took him home." I sat there completely speechless, wondering if we'd just made the biggest mistake of our lives. Full story on the channel below.